right. Fusion fam, what's up? Oh man, we
What's
have a
going on?
very special interview today. Could you please introduce yourself to the people?
Hi, my name is Lance Heiskell. I do programming and industry for Anime Frontier, as well as our sister convention, Anime NYC in New York.
Okay, man. So if you guys don't know Anime Frontier, we are so excited to go to Anime Frontier this year. We tried to go last year, but we weren't able to. So this year we finally get to go. We are beyond excited. It's going to be in Fort Worth, December 8th through the 10th, as you can see below here. Yeah, there you go, Lance. See, Lance is showing it. He's displaying it for everyone.
Yeah, it's right
It's
there.
part of my Crunchyroll,
It's
man.
right
It's
there.
going to be a great time and a great event. And we're fortunate enough to be able to talk to Lance, one of the
Yep.
heads in charge of Anime Frontier. But just in case, if we'll go ahead and get our intros out the way. I'm Chad,
And I'm Jeremy
and
in a
together,
truck.
and Jeremy in a truck. That's funny. And together, this podcast, this tag
Yup.
team, this
You
collective,
know it.
we are
You,
Fusion.
Sean. Hi.
Oh man, Jeremy, we have never done this apart and in a truck, and you in a truck and me at home. That's unique.
Weird, right?
All right, so now that we got an intro out the way, so could you just tell us how you got started with Anime Frontier?
Well, with Anime Frontier, I want to go back way back to the year of 2003.
Ah, the
And
good
that's when
times.
I started at Funimation Entertainment.
Ooh, Funimation.
So my convention roots go back 20 years now, which is kind of like, it's been 20 years already? Okay.
I'm flying, huh?
Yeah, what I did was, that was when Funimation just had Dragonball Z. And when Funimation was, now they're Crunchyroll for fans that are just new to it. The Crunchyroll Funimation kind of combined, just they did their own fusion.
Yeah, hey.
And so this was when Funimation was just getting into anime, and I did the first convention booths for Funimation.
Oh, okay.
And going to all the different conventions, being the person that did the panels, that had the expo floor, doing the meet and greets, handling everything else. And so whenever one of my good friends who ran Anime NYC in New York said, hey, we're going to start a show in Dallas Fort Worth that is needed because there's not a lot of industry presence at conventions in the middle of America, and people want it. And anybody that would be available to help run this? And we had coffee in downtown Fort Worth, and I'm like, I am available. So 2 months later, I started with Left Field. That's the company that runs both shows.
Okay.
And it's been great. This is the third year of Anime Frontier, and what sets us apart is, in addition to all like the fun party atmosphere that you expect with a Texas convention, we have the masquerade, we have the cosplay, we have all the fan panels. We even have an Idol Fest this year, which is going to be one of the things I'm looking forward to. We also have companies that you really just see on the coast. So similar to last year, we have Bandai Namco bringing Gundam Base. So that's coming back for this year. So anybody that is into Gunpla and wants to get some kits that you really can't get places, that's perfect. And then we also have Bandai Namco Filmworks, one of the, they're an anime publisher. Also, we'll have some screenings from Crunchyroll, and we'll have an appearance with Aniplex of America. So it brings a little bit of kind of like, the fun party atmosphere that you kind of get with the Texas conventions. And then we have, a good, a hearty amount of voice actors that are coming, and some that are local to the DFW area that don't really go to conventions. And so it's kind of like, it's nice for them to be there, and then you'll get a little of the flavor. So it's like, we have all the seasonings that you get in all the conventions for Texas.
Gotta have those seasonings.
Gotta have the seasonings.
Of course.
Yeah, we've been to a lot of anime conventions, but from what you just described, it seems like you guys are gonna legit have the industry. All these things that we always see, like when we're watching anime, we see Aniplex all the time. But I've gone to anime conventions and I've just never really seen their presence. So the fact that you guys are gonna be bringing them there, well, amazing.
Yeah, and some will have a panel, some will have booths where so you'll get to see things that you just haven't seen before, and this is growing. This is what we are building to, is on year 3. Year 1, 2, and 3 we have had industry, but we're just building the presence as well, because we have a lot of companies that we work with at Anime NYC, and we always say, it's like, come on down to Texas, we'll have a great time.
It won't be super cold.
No. Even in December, you'll have like short sleeves, and you might need to put on a jacket.
Yeah, maybe.
It's still fine. It's still fine.
Jeremy, you have any questions?
Okay.
All right. Seems like you can't hear me, so I'll go with the next one. So,
all right.
So, how did you actually get your start with Funimation?
Well, I was in the advertising industry, and I kind of wanted to work on like something that I was passionate about. And so, movies, comics, just, whatever. And then I was actually at an anime convention in Dallas, and then I was looking through the reports, and then I saw that Funimation was like getting more into anime, and I'm like, and then someone mentioned that they were in like it was that they were in Texas. And I'm like, well, where are they in Texas? And then I was like looking at it, and like North Richland Hills, it's like, that's like 20 minutes away from me. So I'm like going, that would be really fun to see if I could get a job there. So I applied, and 2 months later I joined. I quit my job and I joined, and I was there for 12 years.
Man, I bet that felt so good to actually get your legit dream job at Funimation.
Yeah. And this was at the time where anime was just, now when someone says anime, you're like, oh yeah, anime, I know that. This was when it was still a bit obscure.
Yeah.
And so it's just fun to kind of like, that you have been part of making anime as large as it is now. Because it's just amazing that you can go into a Five Below store or just like any store, and you'll see anime products. And I'm like going, what year is this? This is awesome.
I know, like us growing up, I know, like when I was in high school, like even though I couldn't keep my anime obsession to myself, like you kind of had to, because you got made fun of for actually liking and loving anime. But now, like you said, we're at the point now where you can go into Five Below, you can go anywhere, and like Goku's at the
with t-shirts at Walmart. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
like someone made a Wobba Fett t-shirt fused with Whataburger. Like, come on, like I would have never thought I would see that in my lifetime.
Oh yeah,
it's so cool that we're actually going and we're actually able to see those things. So you said you guys are gonna have some voice actors at Anime Frontier. Could you name a couple that we're gonna have there?
Oh, absolutely. Well, what we have is, starting right out is, we have the voice of Naruto.
Oh.
And so Miley Flanagan, and then a person that I know for about 20 years, because I would go into the at Funimation, the dubbing was done in the same building. So you would go to work, you would hear, ha, you hear all this work, and I'm like, going, what are they doing? Oh, they're dubbing Dragon Ball Z. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so Eric Vale will be there. So
okay.
the Trunks.
Yes.
And all of his stuff, My Hero and everything else that he does. But
and Sanji, of course.
I know Eric primarily from way back when he did Trunks, and also Yuki from Fruits Basket. So
yes,
the range, and then with Sanji, because everybody knows he's with Sanji, and so
of course.
But then we also, just from a little bit of nostalgia, is this year's 25th anniversary of Cowboy Bebop, and we have Spike Siegel, we have Steve Bloom coming out.
Oh, see, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. I have my Spike Funko Pop out and ready to be signed.
All right, and then we have like the new generation of voice actors, because we have Alejandro Saab and Jonah Scott, and also we have Zeno Robinson, who also is Hawks from My Hero Academia, and he's also going to be in the lead to Zom 100.
Okay, I love Zom 100. It is so good. We've actually interviewed a couple of different voice actors. Like we've interviewed Cynthia Kranz. That's one of our most recent ones. She plays Chi-Chi from Dragonball. Yeah, we've interviewed a couple voice actors, so we're so excited. They've given us a new respect on what dubbing actually takes. Like we're talking with them over these past couple of years we've been doing it. Man, much respect to those guys, and especially for you guys for bringing them to us, man. We're super excited about meeting them.
And one thing that we also do at Frontier that's a little different is we have 3 voice actors: Max Middleman, Ray Chase, and Robbie Damon, and you know them from Jujutsu Kaisen, Sailor Moon, Demon Slayer. They have tons of they do a ton of main voice work, but they also have an improv group called Lava, loud, annoying, very annoying. And then and then we have a 90-minute improv. They do 90-minute improv set.
Okay.
And then that will be on Friday. And then they have like a chill set on Sunday morning. And so it kind of like gives a little bit more flavor on just kind of like, on a panel, because it's just more of like you'll see them signing, but then during this panel, it's just, you'll just laugh your butt off for like 90 minutes.
We interviewed Austin Tyndall. He plays Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul, and he's in a comedy troupe with Eric Vale. So we actually went to go watch them. And as we've noticed, a lot of the voice actors that we interview improv, and they say improv is so important to
important.
Dubbing, which was a shocker. I would have guessed. But when they explained the process of doing it, it's like, oh, this makes all the sense in the world. You have to be able to do that.
because they get their lines a couple days in advance. They have to learn, and then you have to just have to like this emotion is this and this, and you build your chops through improv, because it's just like boom, boom, boom. Here's your moments, the yes ands, and all that you have to learn from improv. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Lance, is there anything so you're talking about, you guys have been doing Anime Frontier for 3 years. I know you guys are going to be doing this for a long time. Is there anything that you want to see at next year's Anime Frontier, or even further past then?
Well, we are growing our programming. In addition to the industry, we are looking at kind of doing more fan involvement with programming. What we did this year was we doubled our amount of programming that is fan run. And then this year, what we also added was our Wild West Idol Fest.
Oh, okay. We'll explain that.
Yeah, it is because like with idol performances, it is karaoke to a song and dance. You have groups and they'll sing. You have the light sticks and all the visuals in the back. So it's just the pure concert performance. That's what we do for 90 minutes. We have 8 acts, and they will do several songs. The acts are on our website, Anime Frontier, and it is a full light show with graphics, and it is full performances, full choreography. It's quite impressive. I've been to a couple of the idol shows at other conventions, and this is our flavor of so our own themed idol fest. So this is the one thing that is new for this year that I'm looking forward to. And this was a suggestion that was brought up from last year's. So whenever you're asking about what to expect for next year, we always get requests. And so what's new for next year? We do have some ideas, but I don't have anything like nailed down. But like this one, this Idol Fest, we didn't know we were going to bring this year until maybe about 8 months ago, because people at the convention were like, I would love to see this at your convention, and we're like, tell me more. What is this? How can we add this to our show? And that's what we do. We lend an ear, saying, this is your convention as much as it is our convention. What can we do to make this better?
Okay. So I just watched this anime called Idol that it just came out. I think it just came out earlier this year.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited about Idol Fest, because I didn't really know too much about that side of the culture, But watching that, seeing them out there with the glow sticks and the performances and everything, I might be front row with my glow sticks.
It was such a fun party atmosphere. It's like, I'm gonna check this out for like 10 minutes. The first time I went to it, I'm like, I've been here for 45.
I was like, oh man, now I have my glow sticks just spinning around.
It's like I would have loved to stay the entire event, but I had to go somewhere. I'm like, okay, I'll have to check this later.
Okay. So Lance, it seems like you're really into the culture and into anime. Do you have any animes that you're currently watching, or any that you would recommend to anyone?
Well, nothing that is of current, but the one thing that was like, I'm really just watching older stuff right now. Just things that companies have released that I really haven't seen. And one that I just bought recently with this, it's Ara Battler Dumbine or Dumbine. And so this is it's a sunrise show.
Okay.
And it is Tomino directed it, and older, if you are a Mobile Suit Gundam fan, this is from the guy.
Okay.
So this is like, after the convention is over in December, I have a little room to breathe. This is what I've been watching. So
okay. So what's some of your favorite animes outside of the newer ones, of course, because you got to respect the classics. I know I do. I love like older animes.
Yeah, well, I mean, the one that was near and dear to my heart is the first Fullmetal Alchemist, because I was the brand manager that launched them in the States. So
really,
that's my bread and butter. That's the one that that is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
So you said you helped bring that to the States?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is interesting. Man, I love Fullmetal Alchemist. That's one of my favorite anime. It's like one of the most. Well, I feel like Brotherhood is probably the most complete, but Fullmetal Alchemist is chef's kiss. So
it's that fine line between serious, and then they add the slapstick, because if you make it just so dead serious, then the show gets a little bit too much.
Yeah, of course. You got to have those little moments, just little moments of
little sprinklings of, hey, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Man,
I love Edward Elric, man. He's the best.
And then the movie where it's kind of like, they kind of like buttoned it up for them. That was nice.
Yeah, that was nice, because I remember watching the first Fullmetal Alchemist, and I'm like, this is so great. Then I'm like, wait, why are they in World War II? I'm confused. What's going on?
Yeah.
And then it ends, and then the movie comes out. I'm like, okay,
that's why.
I got it. Okay,
Yeah.
we're good now.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied. All right, Lance. Well, thank you so much for doing this with us. We really
Absolutely.
appreciate it. Is there anything else about Anime Frontier you want to let the people know about? Anything that we could have potentially missed? Anything that's passionate to you?
Well, tickets are on sale right now, animefrontier.com. I would say bring comfortable shoes.
Oh, lots of walking.
Bring a friend, and if you don't have a friend, you're going to make a lot of friends at the convention. Don't
true.
be shy. That's the best part of a convention is making new friends at a show.
Yes, people are so friendly at these conventions, man. It's such a great atmosphere. I didn't think anything like this existed. I went to my first convention maybe in 2015.
Yeah.
It was Comicpalooza here in Houston, and I didn't know anything like this existed. The people are so friendly and inviting and warm. They just, we're all geeks and nerds at heart, and they're just like, everyone just brings you in, just takes you in.
Yeah.
It's such a good environment.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely, Lance. Well, thank you so much. December 8th through the 10th, Anime Frontier. Be there.
Hopefully, Fort Worth Convention Center, downtown Fort Worth.
Yes.
Lots of parking, lots of food.
Oh, good.
It's great.
That's food.
Yeah.
Yes. And hopefully we're able to actually meet you in person when we get there.
Absolutely.
Hopefully I know you'll be running around like a crazy man, but hopefully we're able to find you, meet you.
We'll have a plan. We'll definitely catch up.
Okay.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, this has been a Fusion Hop podcast. I'm Chad, and this is Lance. And once again, thank you so much. Jeremy's floating around the spirit realm somewhere in Truckland. This is the Fusion Hop podcast, and we're out. Oh, it's time. Anime Frontier, powered by Crunchyroll, is going to be December 8th through the 10th. Anime Frontier is 3 days of exciting exhibits, premieres, and special events featuring some of the biggest guests in anime and manga, making rare appearances in Texas. So you get to meet some of your favorite stars, put on some cosplay, come have a good time. There's going to be so many good things to do, such as gaming, and also going to be cosplay meetups. You get to dress up, meet some of your like-minded anime fans, and test your hand in the cosplay contest. You can get a little crazy, and if you're into music, which I mean, who isn't, come brave with Anime Frontier this year. It's going to be such a good time. They're going to be live musical performance with different stars. It's going to be a great time. Get in the crowd, let's rage and have fun, and come meet some of your favorite voice actors. We hear these people all the time, but now we get to actually see them and hear what they have to say. They can enlighten us on the thought process behind our favorite anime characters and more. It's going to be a great time, guys. Do not miss out. December 8th through the 10th in Fort Worth Convention Center. It's going to be a great time. You do not want to miss it. Also, Hail Ruckus.